Everybody, job layoffs are supposedly coming in this year, 2025. So I just wanted to bring you some of the bigger companies that are planning layoffs this year. If you work at one of these companies or if you know people who do, please warn them. I mean, some companies may show signs, letting people know, hey, this is where it's going and you should prepare. I don't know how they pick who they're going to let stay and let go. They just close their eyes and pick it out of a hat. And maybe they look at where money can be saved. It's unfortunate for those who do get laid off. And, especially the ones where they just get let go within that week. There's no type of notice saying, hey, we're going to pay you this for X amount of months. Sorry to let you go and give you a severance package. That would be a nicer way to do it. That's not always the case. Look for signs, if the company seems that they're going to be scaling back. And I'm going to go through some of the companies here. And like I said, if you work here or if you know someone who does, be on the lookout. This is being reported so you don't get shocked when they hand out the pink slip to let you go. And we'll start here. You got Microsoft, Amazon, Washington Post, and some other companies that are going to be laying off this year. So we'll start here. A wave of layoffs in the United States is anticipated to continue until 2025, so I guess throughout the year. And it's going to be affecting the technology industry, media, and finance. I think it may be more companies than these. This is just the early reporting from this month, January. And so some of the big companies, Microsoft, Amazon, BlackRock. BlackRock is a big company. They own assets worth 11.5 trillion. And then it says several other companies are planning big workforce reductions. And they said one of the calls is artificial intelligence. Here that is again. Now, the port strike workers, they came to a deal last week because I know AI was one of the talking points. They didn't want AI replacing their jobs. And so, yeah, the AI is really taking people out. I think that's a big push behind it and why these layoffs are happening. I mean, companies get their own reasons. But again, the job of the company is to make more money. And so AI allows them to make more money. It's just that simple. It's unfortunate. Let me click read more. Okay. Companies are restructuring to enhance efficiency amidst economic challenges. So companies aren't seeing their fiscal year projections met. Their bottom line isn't looking like they wanted to. They take out the human beings. And then, like I say, use AI here to say it's a streamline thing. So automate it all. You don't have to pay the robots any money. So let's continue. So in the United States, the wave of layoffs seen over the past 2 years. So started in 2023 and now we're continuing into 2025, affecting all of these industries, manufacturing, retail. So, okay, Business Insider says 41% of companies globally expect to reduce their workforce over the next 5 years, and then they'll be replaced with AI. And here it is this year, 2030. I see a lot of content creators on YouTube talking about 2030, everything being set for 2030. They're getting everything set up now. So keep that year in mind. They call it the Great Reset, things like that. Make your next move your best move. I plan on switching states in 2030. That with all of this going on, that may be the right move. That's the date I've had in my head, and so just saving my money up now. So we have to be on the lookout and be vigilant of what's to come, because a lot of the timelines all point to the year 2030, 5 years away. We'll have a different president then, and I think things will look a lot different in just 5 years. The way technology is speeding up, it makes the years look a lot different in less time. And I've also heard the technology that we have right now, the United States government and maybe other governments around the world, they already have something more advanced than that, than what we currently see, are using, buying, etc. So we have to keep all of that in mind. And AI is just getting started. It's going to evolve, improve. Then that gives the companies confidence to lay off actual human beings because they're looking at how much money can be saved. And, maybe that could lead to other things because you have to find a way for these people to make a living. There are other people who say, hey, change your skill set, go to school, but still, even if you do that, the companies are trying to make more money. So even if you go to school and learn what they need, if someone like a robot knows what you know and I don't have to pay them anything, why go to a person, a human who knows the same thing, but I have to pay you? It's messed up, but then that's the way a business owner is probably thinking. So that whole go back to school, switch your skills, it doesn't really make any sense if the companies are just trying to save money. This robot knows what you went to school for, and I don't have to pay the robot anything. You may have to end up switching industries, not just a skill set, trying to enhance whatever field you're in. But I'm just bringing this information on this channel just to give people a heads up and don't just turn a blind eye to it. We're 5 years away from 2030. They're putting things in motion now to have things looking completely different by that year. Please, everybody, save your money. Save your money. We can continue. And now here we go. Below is a detailed company-wide breakdown of layoffs that are planned for the year 2025. Again, artificial intelligence is going to play a big role in all of this. So let's start with Microsoft. Very big company. They're doing layoffs. They're doing updated performance management strategy. They plan to terminate underperforming employees across different departments, including its security division. So that might deal with, the cybersecurity analysts, information security. Underperforming people, although obviously, person's not doing what they're supposed to do, you let them off. But I think it still all centers around money and artificial intelligence. Let's take a look at the word underperforming. Most humans will underperform to AI just because of how advanced AI is. It's not going to, you can't outperform it. So that word underperforming, you can take that loosely. We think of, okay, this person is just not getting the job done. But you got me up against a machine as a human being. I'm going to underperform each time because the AI is going to outperform me. So I'm not exactly sure what underperforming may mean in this case when you look at AI. Again, any human being is going to underperform when competing against artificial intelligence. So let's scroll down. Let's continue. Now, here are the reasons for layoffs: streamlining talent and aligning performance with company goals. What are company goals? Make more money. And so as far as streamlining talent, they may have a select few human beings that they may need for whatever reason. But the company goals, performance is sales, money, and so much money can be saved with these layoffs and letting the human beings go. So here goes the impact. They're expected across multiple Microsoft departments. They are unlikely to significantly reduce their overall workforce of 228,000 employees. Probably won't be a big reduction, but we'll probably see that number drop by 2030. It may drop down to under 220,000. I mean, a company like Microsoft, since it's global, needs that many employees. And so when we look at other companies that may be smaller, cutting 1,000 people is big for them versus with Microsoft, where they don't look at it as significant. This company size, what a certain company cuts because they have more employees, will be looked at as significant to a smaller company with less employees, things like that. But this is just for right now, 2025. That number could go down a lot more as we go on. They're at 228,000 now. And so their whole reasoning, of course, they give their PR statement. We focus on high performance talent and take appropriate action when people are not performing. Now, who's not performing? I don't know. What's high performance talent? Is that artificial intelligence? It certainly can be high performance. So don't get into the word salad that they're giving the spokesperson. They say one thing to us, and then there's another meeting that we're not in where they say something else in these corporations and the governments around the world as well, United States government included. Now, let's go to the next company, BlackRock. Remember, I said they have $11.5 trillion in assets. They invest in other companies. They own a lot of companies. They started in 1988. So here they are, Global Investment Corporation. Now they're only going to cut 221,000. That's a small amount. But that's so far. We don't know what the final cuts will be by 2030. But again, these companies are getting everything revved up now. 2030 is the turning point. So here's their reason for layoffs. Resource realignment to support strategic goals. That's probably going to be a common recurring theme with these companies. Everybody has these goals. I told you the goals is a dollar sign. Future plans despite the cuts. They expect to add 2,000 employees in 2025. How much of this will be human beings? What other part of it will be artificial intelligence? That's the thing. We got to really measure the word employee now. But employee doesn't necessarily mean human being. So keep that in mind. Again, it looks nice on the websites, the way they're trying to put it out there. This is why we're cutting. But human beings, especially if you work in one of these companies, stay alert. Stay alert at all companies. Here we go, Bridgewater. They're a hedge fund. They're laying off 90, only 7% of the workforce. Okay. Trying to maintain efficiency and control costs. Okay. Cost goes back to money, like I said. And then this brings them back to where they were in 2023. Maybe they overhired. Companies need to stop doing that. And then making the last people hired, the first ones fired just because you over budgeted for employees. And now these people have no income at the moment. So that, that's not fair. But again, a lot of people feel these companies don't care about us. We're just a number. I had that conversation with someone before. We're just a number in the grand scheme of things to corporations and the government. You're a social security number in the United States. I don't know what type of social security or what they have in other countries, but I guess all can agree that, you're attached to some number. That's it. That's all. Washington Post, the newspaper. They're only letting go less than 100. Cost cutting amidst declining digital readership and losses. Well, yeah, this is a physical paper. And then even the digital, these papers are trying to get people to subscribe. I've been on their website when I can't get a free article and they want you to sign up. I'm not doing it. And it's just not feasible for a newspaper to try and get people to subscribe to it versus when you could just pay for it when it was physically out there on the stands. But then people moved away from that. And it's really just hard for newspapers to really stay afloat here. I wouldn't start a newspaper, a physical newspaper. You want to report the news, you do it on YouTube, you start a blog, something like that. And then maybe you can get sponsors, but a subscription just for reading a newspaper. Yeah, declining digital readership, I can imagine. Yeah, the business model of the physical newspaper is gone away. So the cuts are focused on business functions and will not affect the newsroom. Okay. I don't really know if artificial intelligence can save a newspaper, but they can definitely have robots, print up stories. But yeah, newspaper, that's something else. Ally Financial, they're a mortgage company. I actually sold a house that had a mortgage with them back in 2019. Digital financial services company. They do mortgages as well. They're laying off around 500 from 11,000. Strategic realignment to right size the company. I don't know what right size means. They may have overhired as well. These companies again use this word salad, right size. What is right size for a company? I don't know. It's subjective. Right size or the right money size. So we have to take all of that into consideration as well. And then for the employees, okay, at least they're giving severance packages, outplacement support, and internal job application opportunities if they want to move somewhere else, I guess, based on the department. So that's nice of them to do that. Just not leave the people out to dry, which most companies do. So yeah, I like that support for employees. That's different. Here we go. Let's keep moving along. Amazon, big company. We all know Amazon. Amazon CEO Andy Jassy announced the elimination of 14,000 management positions, restructuring management to increase the ratio of contributors to managers by 15%. Okay. And let's see here. The cuts are expected to save, money, $3 billion yearly. Only corporate roles around 350,000 out of 1.5 million are affected. Yeah, they have way more employees than Microsoft. And so corporate roles, those are the ones that, they're making the most money. I talked to my mother about this, them starting at the top. Sometimes they can start at the bottom too. I have a family member who works for Amazon, a cousin of mine. But yeah, like I said, this all goes back to money. The cuts will save Amazon up to $3 billion a year. And any AI, I think Amazon is already using it in some of their factories, their distribution centers. I've seen a video of a robot moving packages inside of the distribution center. It's a video online. So again, all of this, it all is coming back to the money and looking at the company's bottom line. Whatever explanations they give for cuts and all of that realignment, restructuring, it's all related to money. That's all that means. It sounds good, but it's just coming down to money. So let's say you wanted to restructure your family. You're not going to get rid of certain family members. But a company is not a family. And the people at the company, your coworkers, are not your friends. I mean, they can become that, certain ones. I know people who have become friends with certain people at the office. I remember one guy and one lady who actually met at the office and are married to this day. You have that, but in general, the company, the corporation, or U.S. government, whether you're in private sector or public sector, these are not family and friends from the jump. And so when they restructure, they're restructuring numbers. They're crunching numbers. So I don't get caught up in these words that they use. Because they like to say sometimes when you get hired, we're one family, one company, one family, all of that. No. You know your family and friends. And if you're going to restructure your friends, I mean, certain friends you can let go. People let go of family members too, but it's different letting go of someone at a company and they no longer have an income versus, with your family. But let's just say things going on with your friends and your family. These aren't people that need to be let go, but you want to restructure, maybe spend different time doing things or have a different conversation, or maybe just fall back from some for a while, but we're not letting anyone go. If you restructure your family, you don't just put people out like these companies do. These companies, there is no one big family. and no matter what they tell you on their website and when they hire you and things like that. It's no family. It's no ties. So remember that. So let's continue. Other major layoffs this year. Boeing, the airplane, in their manufacturing division. If you know anyone that works at Boeing, or if you work at Boeing, please be aware. They got delays and overruns in production. Spirit, Budget Airline, is restructuring its operations, leading to job cuts. That this affects administrative and support roles. Now here we go down here. AI. Technological advancements, artificial intelligence, are a big driver of the layoffs, like I'm saying and will continue to say. Restructuring, high performance, underperforming, all equal artificial intelligence. AI is the elephant in the room. Dropbox, Google, IBM are letting human beings go to integrate artificial intelligence. Robots. World Economic Forum survey says many companies expect more reductions because of automation. It's coming. Keep your eye on 2030, the next 5 years. Save your money. Everyone listening to this, save your money. Lower your lifestyle. You have to live below your means right now. And keeping out on these workforce reductions. All of this company realignment. Don't fall for the word salad. They're trying to increase money as a business. And you can do that significantly using artificial intelligence, because you don't have to pay them anything. No medical, dental, or vision. No stock options. No 401k match. And so some people, if they haven't already, may give up the whole employee role and go independent contractor just to make something, where in that case you file a 1099, you're your own boss, and then just see where your services may be needed. Again, this might be geographic, because you probably won't be able to independently contract necessarily with these companies that are doing layoffs and bringing in artificial intelligence. They're not trying to pay a human being from jump anyway. So you just have to look at what you will be doing contracting for, and then see which area in the world, or we'll just start here in the United States, can use your services as a contractor. Someone brought that up. I saw on the video. They said, imagine a world of no more employees, just independent contractors. So that could definitely happen with artificial intelligence. The employees will be the artificial intelligence, and the independent contractors will be human beings. But the whole AI push, that's really what's pushing all of this. I think that's the end of the article here. Yeah, a lot of advertisements, but yes, keep your eyes open, people. I just wanted to come to you all and share this because of what's going on out here with job losses, cuts, layoffs. I want everybody to, be safe and stay prayerful, stay hopeful, and keep an eye out on other companies that may be laying off. I'm pretty sure these aren't the only ones. Again, if you work at any of the companies, Boeing, Spirit, that I've mentioned in this video, or you know someone, please be on the lookout or alert them, because they don't always push these articles. They push the entertainment, and then when it comes to things that are affecting the economy, unless you're just actually investigating, being aware, doing your due diligence, you will miss out on things that are going to directly affect you, or indirectly, but yes. And then, someone gets laid off from these companies, then now they coming to you. You have people in that situation where now they're trying to, need to stay with you, borrow money. And so now your money is going somewhere else that you didn't intend it to go. And now all of a sudden, you're out here trying to supplement certain income. because you're trying to be helpful. You know, children moving back home. If they got children, now you got grandchildren. And so now the household just got that much bigger. More food has to be bought. The cost of food is up. It's a lot. Electric bill might be higher because more people have lights on, have things plugged in, you know, just all under one roof. And being laid off can cause all of these things to happen, you know, retired parents. And now here comes kids and grandkids coming to move back in. And like I say, AI is a big part of it. And I want to see if I can find the video of the robot in the Amazon distribution center and what they were doing. Robot in Amazon. Here we go. Shouldn't we? Here we go. It was a year ago, so it's 2024. I don't know if they have anything more recent, but they've been doing it. Autonomous robots on patrol at Amazon. That's 8 months ago. Let's see. Here we go here. World's most advanced robotic warehouse, AI automation. Here we go. 4 weeks. This is the most recent. Fair use, YouTube. Fair use.
Do you know the U.S. solar company's nasty little secret?
Let this advertisement go through. Skip it.
Know how automation, AI, and people are working together. You can see it inside this 3 million square foot building where Amazon employs more than 1,400 people and stores up to 40 million products. Amazon says it logged its biggest Thanksgiving holiday shopping period ever this year, and data shows consumers spent a record $10.8 billion online on Black Friday alone, 10% more than last year, making this kind of efficiency the future. I'm here in Shreveport, Louisiana, inside Amazon's fulfillment center that just opened a couple of months ago. This is the first time national media has been inside. With me now is Chief Technologist Ty Brady. Ty, what is happening here that's not happening anywhere else in the world?
Here we have 10 times the amount of robotics as compared to any of our other fulfillment centers. We can process your order 25% faster and offer 25% lower cost to serve, which means that we can...
Hear what he said? Robots process 25% faster. This is Shreveport, Louisiana, one of Amazon centers. And then 25% faster. And then that allows them to reduce things by 25%.
Pass along that low cost to our customers.
We first took you inside the Boston lab where these systems were being tested. This holiday, thousands of these robots are now fully operational, including Sparrow, Cardinal, Sequoia, Robin, and Proteus. It's possible because here everything is containerized instead of humans walking miles a day.
They're naming your replacement Sparrow.
To get products off the shelves, the items are put into blue and yellow bins that robots can easily maneuver.
We don't want people to lift heavy objects. We don't want people to take boxes and put it over their head or reach down really low. If we can have a robotic system do that for our employees, all the better.
They don't want people.
The injury rate at Amazon is higher than those at other comparable warehouses, according to a report by the National Employment Law Project. But the company says technology like this has helped make substantial improvements to safety. In March, Amazon announced its reportable incident rate last year was 6.5 cases per 100 workers, down from 6.9 cases in 2022. Here, Sparrow is taking on a repetitive motion job. Amazon says having robots do this work is part of its pledge to reduce injuries.
So in other warehouses that don't have Sparrow, people are doing this job.
People can do this job, but this is a menial, mundane, repetitive job. We'd rather have our people do other things inside of our building.
Through Amazon's upskilling program, people who used to do manual labor.
These robots, Sparrow, all the other names, trust me, they will be spreading to other Amazon distribution centers. This will not be kept in Shreveport, Louisiana.
Labor jobs are now moving into jobs overseeing, repairing, and programming these machines. Amazon says these roles can offer pay that's up to 40% higher than entry-level jobs. Once the items are sorted, they head here to Sequoia, where humans and robots work together.
The goods are coming to the person on demand at just the right time, and we design the system in order to be ergonomic for our people, right?
Yeah. So he's not bending down, he's not reaching
Exactly.
up.
There's no ladders to reach up. He's not bending down on his knees, right? It's in the Goldilocks zone or the power zone.
Brady says the best packaging is no packaging. He says Amazon's eliminated more than 130 million plastic bags by replacing them with paper or even skipping packaging.
So if something already comes in its own box or packaging that's safe to ship,
That's
you
right.
don't need to add more packaging.
That's right.
This is Proteus. As you can see, it's carrying a bunch of Amazon items ready for delivery, and it has little eyes on its face, and it can sense when we're close to it. It'll chirp and stop when it notices people are in the way. Please, carry on.
It looks like a Roomba on steroids, but these robots work on the floor, and when there aren't enough of them, human workers push and pull those heavy carts. Brady says the future will never be fully automated because people need to design and program the robots and keep them running.
That is true, but only a few people are needed for that. Again, here's the word fully, like the word underperforming is subjective. What is fully? We can have 95% of people without a job. And so, no, it's not fully out of work. We got 5%. No, it's not fully. It's not 100%. But how close to 100% is it? Even the lady doing the newscasting, they can put a robot humanoid in her place and have her report. And now they don't have to pay her to report on this news. So these words fully, take them at face value. Don't let them fool you with that. Fully fool, don't be a fool. So yeah, there'll always be a select group of human beings that we need to maintenance. But other than that, the other ones you all can go. And eventually, maybe by 2030, we'll see the next Amazon distribution center video. And there's no human being reporting. They got a robot inside the distribution center. And you're not going to see any humans in the videos. Not having to bend over, ergonomic setup so you don't have to reach for anything. Okay, how about we not have you reach anything at all, and that money stays with Amazon. So keep an eye out, people, and that's just Amazon. They aren't the only company doing this.
No question, some of the basic manual labor jobs have been eliminated. They won't be coming back. I mean, remember how we used to have toll takers and now we just drive through with those remote passes? Amazon says, though, this tech has created hundreds of new job categories, and they are training workers for free on site to get them ready for those new roles in their career choice program.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about.
Yep. Basic manual jobs have been eliminated, won't be coming back. You know, once they really see how much money they are making as the time goes on. All of this training, which costs time and money for the new positions that they're creating. Why spend money on training of human beings when I can just put the robot in there? So it sounds good. They're easing people in. They're easing people in. And so if you have children right now who are under 18, prepare them for what will not be there. Please prepare them for what will not be there. And this video is from 4 weeks ago. It's December 2024, so it's pretty recent. Here we go. I just want to go into some of the comments. Acting like the same people that were once loading packages onto the belt are advancing into roles repairing and programming the robots. I mean, some could be, but then there may be some outside people who were brought in. They don't need a lot just to maintenance the robots. Will be as the asphalt out there on the street. And they stated and implied this in this video that the people that was doing the manual labor jobs are now programming the robots and doing maintenance here. We all knew this was going to happen. Everyone in the U.S. are buying something from Amazon. The demand is insane. Well, they better start learning. People who do repair and program the robots are popping bottles right now. It's their time to shine, yeah. And again, even if you're going to learn how to do that, again, I went back to this is about money and saving costs. So everybody can go learn how to program the robot, but you're not going to get hired because then that goes against them trying to save money. So you got to be careful with going back to school and possibly getting in student loan debt to get skills that they're not going to hire you for anyway, because the whole goal is to save money. Let's go through some more of the comments. They're able to train 1 or 2 of them to do that job, but what about other people that did that job? They're now out of a job. There you go. Jobs go away as we advance technologically. Reminds me of an episode of Twilight Zone about everything that was obsolete, librarians. Interesting, the Twilight Zone talked about this. There's an episode where they bring somebody before a podium and let them know that their job is obsolete and you're no longer needed. I mean, it would have sucked to be a lamplighter when electric lights became a thing. Okay. We are facing 40% unemployment. At least there will not be new jobs to take that over. There are a record number of job openings, so the issue isn't lack of demand for labor, but what are those paying? That's the other thing. It's a lot of job openings, but again, companies are trying to keep costs low, so the record number, but what number are they paying? That's another thing. These people are being fired. Nobody can become a billionaire without subsidies. Talking about Jeff Bezos. So yeah, comments are always, they keep it real in the comments. This is the most recent one. Automation should happen because extremely repetitive or dangerous work is terrible. Okay. But only about 5% of the population will have the remaining jobs. The other 95, okay, here we go, going to need a handout. So that's where this UBI, Universal Basic Income, we've heard that thrown around. This is the utopian world we've been trying to achieve since the dawn of man. But the handout to survive, how much will that handout be? That's the other thing. Why is it taking so long for our government to realize this? Do what New York did just start handing out all the money. Government handouts are no longer taboo if all jobs are outsourced to machines, AI. China is starting to feel this pain now too. I know they have a huge population over there. Hiking in the mountains when I want without having a supervisor to answer to. Sipping martinis, watching Seinfeld. This is the new world. Let's embrace it. Exercise every day. I mean, what this person, Capulator, is saying sounds good, but I don't know. I don't know if we see this utopia and what may be playing, So, yeah. So, yeah, I just want you all to see those robots. This is the latest video from Amazon about what they're using in their factories and what you may see other companies use. I mean, we're only seeing it in the factories right now. And then, I know at the ports on the East Coast, they have robots, moving certain freight and things like that. There's no video about it. But, we only see it inside of the Amazon distribution center for now. But I think when companies are ready and they're using their artificial intelligence and want to show off their new workforce, as we'll call it, we may see how these robots work in other industries. You see the first AI, at a law firm, or how they're using it at a restaurant, it's coming. And so, yeah. But like I said, keep your eyes open. Don't think that AI cannot replace you. And let anyone knows who's part of any of these companies, if they're not informed, let them know, hey, layoffs may be coming. Sometimes you see it from working in the company, this directions that they're going. And, if you've already been laid off, let me know down in the comments. If you feel you're going to be laid off, let me know down in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe to the video. We have to stay on top of this and make sure we inform. I'm here to inform as well about where the world is going, the economy, and things that we just need to be aware of. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It's Facts or Feelings, all one word, no spaces. Put that in the YouTube search, Facts or Feelings, no spaces, and my channel comes right up. And so, yeah, as we race towards the year 2030, let's be aware of any and all changes that are on the way due to artificial intelligence, things like that. You know, people have to be able to provide the utopia of getting a handout, and like he said, sipping martinis and watching Seinfeld and Breaking Bad. Sounds good. I got a feeling it won't be that easy. It will not be that easy where you just, human beings just sit up, lay up, and the robots do everything, and it's, yeah. And then how much would that handout be? The universal basic income for people in the United States. We're just talking in the United States. We're not talking the rest of the world, which is, I think everybody's following in the same footsteps. So, yeah. Save your money. Like, share, and subscribe to Facts or Feelings, all one word, no spaces. And keep your eyes open, your third eye open. I'm out.